All right,
thanks, you guys. 9:16 now. Tax fraud is skyrocketing. The Federal Trade Commission just released data that shows 43% of all fraud complaints last year were related to taxes and wages. That is nearly triple just 2 years ago. Florida has more identity theft and fraud complaints than any other state. Jean Ann Dorrell with TheSmartMoneyGal.com is here to help you understand what tax fraud is and how to make sure you are not a victim. Jean Ann, thanks for being here. So I think when I think of tax fraud, I think about the people that are doing it, and we rarely think about the people on the other side of this equation.
Right, and Florida is a real big target because of the age of the people living here, but it's really a problem all over the country. If you look at 2008, 48,000 cases of tax fraud identity theft occurred, as opposed to last year, 1.2 million. Wow. So armed with just your name and social security number, someone could file a refund claim electronically, and prosecutors are saying that criminals are doing this by bribing office personnel for information, and even in schools and hospitals this is happening.
Yeah, it's very scary. My family, we've been, I guess between my wife and I and my mom, we've been hit 4 times in the last three years or so. Wow. So let's talk about how to protect yourself. First of all, don't give out your social security number. It's hard to believe, but this does happen.
Well, there are some things you have to give it out for, but one of the things that you don't have to give out your social security number for is at the doctor's office. They're going to use your insurance card to file that claim, and so it's important not to give it if you don't have to. And also just be careful when you're shredding. Make sure you're shredding those documents would have personal or sensitive information on them. Main thing is just to file your refund as early as possible.
Why is that? How does that protect you?
Well, it protects you because if you filed your return with the IRS and then a criminal tries to file a false one, then the IRS is more likely to spot that fake. And I've written a book on this on my website at TheSmartMoneyGal.com.
So let's say you get through this tax season and you don't get victimized by it all. Let's talk about your refund now, because a lot of people are already starting to get their refunds.
Right.
Some things to do. You say pay down debt.
Yes, definitely. When you get that refund, pay down your credit cards. Save yourself some interest, and that's going to be important looking into that. Have an emergency fund. Also, you never know when something unexpected could come up.
And also invest in your future. What do you mean by that?
Well, you want to invest in your future. I tell my clients in the villages, pay yourself first, and make sure you're getting compounded interest on that money, especially if you can do it in a tax-free Roth IRA and get tax-free compounded interest. That would be great.
I hear a lot of people in the financial sector say that people misuse their tax refunds often. Do you see that?
I don't see it. I've heard of it, though, from our tax preparers. I've heard of that happening, and it's getting more and more rampant.
So make sure it works for you, I guess, is the lesson in all of it.
Absolutely.
Jean Ann Dorrell from TheSmartMoneyGal.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you.